Spectrum Internet for $29.99 a month when bundled. Click to learn more.
Breaking news alert.
Well, good morning to you as you're waking up and joining us this morning. It's to shocking and tragic news out of Kalamazoo. We just heard from the Kalamazoo County Prosecutor Jeff Getting in our last hour. He was revisiting the death toll of this tragedy. We're updating that for you now, saying that now 6 people have died in this series of shootings. 2 others, he tells us, remain in very, very serious, grave was the word he used, condition.
Right. We'll tell you more about what we know at this hour. The alleged gunman is 45-year-old Jason Dalton. Well, he is being held at the Kalamazoo County Jail this morning. The prosecutor saying during a live press conference we showed you earlier on this morning that they believe at this point in the investigation, Dalton acted alone in this tragedy. He was very clear about that. He also he didn't put up a struggle after police found him near downtown just before 1 a.m. Now, Dalton's arrest coming to an end near East Ransom Street and Porter Street around 12:40 this morning. State police saying they did find evidence in the black Chevy HHR linking him to this rampage, adding a semi-automatic handgun is believed to be the weapon used in the crimes, and that has also been confiscated. State police maintaining since around 1 a.m. the threat to the public has indeed been maintained.
Also searching Dalton's house. Before those 6 victims that were killed, they were shot in the parking lot at a Cracker Barrel location near I-94. That is in Texas Township. They were shot in a vehicle in the parking lot there around 10:30 last night. We're told that a 14-year-old girl at one point presumed dead is now gravely wounded, according to the prosecutor during that press conference. He said it was in the last hour. He said in our last hour during that press conference that he, quote, is praying like hell that she survives this tragedy, as are we all.
Now, it was just minutes prior to that, around 10:15 last night, another shooting, this one at the Sealy Ford Kia car dealership on Stadium Drive. That's about a mile west of Western Michigan University. 2 people there shot and killed. Authorities and the prosecutor confirming the possibility that these victims are believed to be a father and a son.
And then that third shooting, same link to this rampage. This happened much earlier in the night. It was around 6 o'clock. Deputies tell us it was a drive-by shooting near an apartment complex that left a woman injured, shot multiple times. Authorities say the woman was with her 3 children when this all happened. She is said to be in stable condition at Borges Hospital.
Now, this rampage incomprehensible this morning and a true tragedy for the Kalamazoo community.
Absolutely. Fox 17's Kate Nadolski, she's been there all morning covering this for us. She's been following these breaking developments overnight as well. Caitlin, what can you tell us this morning?
Yeah, good morning, Annie, Doug. That's right. Tragic is the best word to describe this situation. Absolutely horrible. Right now, we're at the Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety, where officers wrapped up a press conference just a little bit ago. Now, as Annie and Doug has just told you, we have learned that 6 people are now dead and 3 others injured. That 14-year-old girl who we previously reported dead is indeed alive, but in very grave condition. Now, let's revisit that initial scene. This all started to unfold around 6 p.m. yesterday. Police say the suspect, 45-year-old Jason Dalton, shot a woman multiple times in a drive-by in the Meadows townhomes. She was taken to the hospital in serious condition. Now, later, police say nearly 4 hours after that first incident, Dalton then drove to the Sealy Automotive Group on Stadium Drive around 10:15 p.m. The suspect shot and killed 2 men, an 18-year-old and another adult in that parking lot. Police say that they think that those 2 victims are father and son. Now, shortly after the second shooting, around 10:30 p.m., police say Dalton hit up a 3rd location, the Cracker Barrel near I-94 in Osimo Township. We're told that he shot 5 people, killing 4 of them in that parking lot. The 5th person is the 14-year-old girl who we had mentioned, who police originally thought was dead. They say she did survive, but again is in very, very grave condition. Now, take a look at this video. This is where police arrested the suspect. It's at Ransom and Porter Streets in downtown Kalamazoo just before 1 a.m. Now, police say Dalton was driving a black Chevy HHR. They also say they found a semi-automatic handgun in his car along with other evidence. Officials say he was pulled over and arrested without much of an incident. So far, there's no word.
To express our condolences to the families of the victims from last evening's horrific crimes. This is just the most awful thing I can think of having happened, and to have to stand here and talk about these kinds of crimes is just a terrible thing.
Now, names of the victims have not been released and will not be released until all of the family members are notified. Officials say this is still a very, very active investigation, but again, there